on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
That's right. We are back, and you're listening to the Original Sports Show, baby. And I'm your host, Leopold G's, the Big OG, broadcasting live here on CRN Digital Talk Radio, baby. Having a ball, spinning that sports fire, talking life, love, sports, and everything else under the sun here, out here in sunny Sunland, California. I like that. Bump that, bump that, bump that. Yeah, yeah, we be having too much fun, baby, out here on CRN Digital Talk Radio. There's so much going on in the world, so much going on in the world of sports, so much going on in the world of life, and so much going on in the world of love. It does not stop out here. We just had a great interview with Tim Lavin, former USC football player, former USC walk-on, and this guy has a book coming out called Walk On You, and we're going to keep you guys posted on that. Interesting story. Here's a guy, I remember him in high school, and anybody from Southern California that remembers that, you know, before the internet and all that kind of stuff, there was a publication called Cal High Sports, and it was really the holy grail of high school publishing and high school information, if you want to find out who the best football players were. And I remember him being, you know, in that book. That guy was a beast in high school. Russell White, all these guys, tremendous football players, and went on to have great careers and become great men in life. And a great story about him demanding his respect, you know, and getting it. So many things going on. You know, we're going to go ahead and transition here and segue into a little bit of college football talk, since we're talking about college football here. And I'm looking at the BCS top 10, and I'm very disappointed, should I say. There's no reason in the world that Oregon should not be ranked number 2. Alabama's ranked number 1. For some reason, Kansas State is ranked number 2. Notre Dame, very, very formidable football team. But those 3 teams, I hate to break it to you, cannot hold Oregon's jockstrap. And I mean that in every sense of the word. So sick and tired, you know, being a sports guy, being a sports writer, announcer, broadcaster, you know, this excuse that other announcers and broadcasters use when they speak of college football, and they bring up this strength of schedule myth. To me, that's a myth. Strength of schedule is a myth. You know, the SEC is not the holy grail of college football. That conference is not, you know, the creme de la creme. I don't care what you say. You know, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, Arkansas, you know, give me a break. Give me a break. Yeah, the Pac-12, you know, across the board, you know, shoot, Oregon, USC, Arizona, Arizona State, Oregon State, you know, those teams can beat anybody on any given day. UCLA, anybody on any given day. You know, look at the facts. The Pac-12 and the SEC are 7-7-1 in bowl matchups. 7-7-1. And, you know, the last time Oregon lost to a SEC team was in the last second on the last play to Cam Newton, okay? A once-in-a-lifetime player from Auburn. So, you know, give me a break with this whole SEC being the holy grail of college football conferences. It's a joke. The Big 12 is formidable as well. You know, give me a break, man. I'm sick of this. Oregon is the number 1 football team in the country. I think they will blow Alabama out. Alabama, don't get me wrong, great football team. Great football team. But Oregon, when they're rolling and running, get out of their way, because they ain't playing, baby. They will dismantle you. Dismantle you. And once we get rid of this picking system that the BCS has, we will be able to get to the truth and to the bottom line of what's really going on with college football. You know, it's just a joke. Right? We need to get rid of this system. Also, Lakers, baby. Firing Mike Brown. You know, my opinion, my perspective on this, folks, is simply this: Mike Brown did not get a fair shot. He did not get a fair shot. You didn't keep him long enough. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a great coach. 1-4 coming out the gate. Then all of a sudden he gets fired, and they blast Golden State last night. The coaches are expendable. I tell you what, Kobe's not going to get fired. Dwight Howard's not going to get fired. Mike Brown, it was great. Your time was up. I do think you didn't get a fair shot. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Phil Jackson was in Playa del Rey last week with his girlfriend Jeannie Buss having a latte out there. And he's in town. He has a house in Playa del Rey. And he could very well come back. Phil Jackson, Phil Jackson to any Laker fan is enough. And we'll take him back in a heartbeat. There's no question about that. The question is, what was the Lakers organization thinking when they signed this deal with Time Warner, cutting off half of their fan base? I personally have kind of been boycotting the Lakers because I haven't been able to see them yet, and I've asked friends on Facebook to go ahead and call in today and describe what the Lakers look like and why they're playing so woefully and why they're so terrible. Listen up, folks. The Los Angeles Lakers this year is championship or bust. Anything less than that is unacceptable. Now, if Phil Jackson can come in and right this ship, we will take him in a heartbeat. I don't know about Mike D'Antoni. I don't know about, any of these other guys. I'd love to snatch Avery Johnson out of Brooklyn and bring him out here. I think he's like the best coach in the league. But they got to get it together. And I haven't seen him play yet, so I can't really talk about him. I'm a DirecTV guy. And, I saw the Lakers post stuff on Facebook where we apologize to our fans, and if you want to see us go here and Fios and all this stuff, that other stuff that I have to buy. And it's just ridiculous. You cut off half your fan base, and then you wonder why, we're upset. The bottom line is this. You guys are losing because I haven't been able to see you play yet. And until I'm able to see you play yet, you're going to be jinxed. Thou art cursed. Thou art cursed, Los Angeles Lakers. I love you, but you're like a girlfriend I have that's like, somewhere being held hostage. I can't get to you. I'm trying to hunt you down. And being a former Marine, I'll get my M16 and I'll come find you and I'll save you, baby. You need to come home. Come home to daddy. Come home to the big OG, baby. I love you. I bleed purple and gold. And we will be back on the Original Sports Show, baby. Holla.
Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown and spit out with it. Say you need bricks, I said I get it. We can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole time.
The Original